Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, beautiful souls and beautiful soul family. This is Robbie from Guided by Fire. Happy Friday, and we have the weekend here. I hope you all are doing well, and I hope you are all managing these intense, crazy energies that have been going on with this, that has happened with this new moon in Gemini. Um, a lot of a lot of manifestations are starting to come in. A lot communication is definitely going to be starting to come in, and I have been very busy myself, but also that I have been going through ascension just like you are and everybody else, this rebirth. I am obviously speaking to the divine feminine, divine empress, because you are the spiritual leader of light and you are one energy and you're one soul. Of course, the divine emperor and divine masculine probably will be listening in. This has been an interesting new moon. A lot is being reprogrammed. You've let go of a lot, shedded a lot already. And many of you and myself has been coming out of this elongated dark night of a soul. And out of whatever darkness and challenges you were going through between me, February and April, with the 5-5 portal, things started to change. And 5 is about change, changing around and coming out of this. And I know many of you, we've all been through some tough challenges and we're still trying to maneuver them, maneuver our ways through this as best we can. It is the year of the wood snake, the number 9, which is coming to end, is ending of cycles, completing cycles. And I know this year has been challenging since January. But now as we're moving into June, things are completely flipping around. The past 3 days, especially if you are the divine empress, divine feminine listening in, you have been in silence and or desiring or wanting to be in silence, and it is happening for a reason. There are things that are manifesting is number 1. Number 2, it is preparing you. You're being protected. We're always protected and protected on this journey for the brand new that's coming in. So sometimes you may be feeling this silence. It is being mirrored back to you for a reason. Your Emperor, divine masculine, is in silence and it's being mirrored back to you. And it could be that you may not want to be around crowds of people, and if you have errands to run, you probably want to run in the public but run out. I know there's lots of chaos going on, and chaos is about change. Lots of them. And everything falls into place at the right time and right place. It may not feel like it to you, but it is to the divine. When they see there's the, alignment and energetic match, it's coming. So, and interestingly enough, and I'll share with you, it will be a year and a half I have not worked. And people have been wondering, well, how did I survive with not working? Well, there's a will, there's a way. And interesting, I had to, over this course of time, I had to let go of a lot of all of that past life, all those old toxic energies. I had to change. I had to change was the first, and I had to let it fall away. Well, now I will be working again soon with different hours, different different type of position, even though I am a nurse, but it is something completely different I'm doing with it. I will be working for a plasma donation center very soon. And I had to take a sip of water because the Kundalini is rising, all these energies coming through, and it is important to hydrate on this journey. I have been going through sleepless nights. Many of you have been going through these sleepless nights too, or your sleeping's been off, or you're going to sleep early, waking up really super early. So lots of communication coming through. And we've got about a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decks. We might go to 7 and 8 today. So I apologize. I am not posting as often because I am moving a lot of stuff off my plate. Number one, I am coming to an end of a small mini healing container, which has been very, very extremely intense, which is requiring periods of integration and rest. And there's another one starting next week, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting tired of this. But it's still me showing up for me, you know. And it's a rebirth container, and rebirths are not easy. We are all going through one of the most significant, intense rebirths you will ever go through. And as we've all crossed these portals and this threshold of into the new 5D Earth, so, and especially if you've lost it all as a divine feminine, your divine masculine's lost it all, it's because all that stuff from the old Earth and the old way of thinking, the old Piscean age, has to fall away, can't be carried into the new age of Aquarius. So, we're going to be starting off. So everything that you're feeling, going through, please comment below, like, share, subscribe, and also if you would like a personal reading or any of my services, they're in the description box below. Although that will be edited and fixed soon. So I want to get some messages from the Twin Flame Ascension Oracle. I may be pulling some cards from the Moonology Manifestation deck because new moons are about manifesting. I did not use the other deck the last time, wasn't called to. I think I might have for a couple of messages. But let's get some messages from here of what you need to know. So, I know this has been crazy. Just remember when we go into June 1st, it's going to calm down a bit. But if you are in silence like me, and I could really relate, because last night I have a best friend that has a toxic habit of just picking up the phone and calling whatever she wants. Which is breaking, thank goodness, but she called last night. And I just stood on the phone with her 5 minutes and politely got off the phone. I was in no mood to talk to anybody in person yesterday. But I can relate if that's how you've been feeling. You may not be answering text messages right away. You may not be picking up any phone calls unless it's detrimental. So we have 2 cards that fly out. 1111, compassion. You could be seeing 1111, higher heart opening. And at this time, even if you don't feel the ascension symptom of the heart chakra activation, it's still being activated, and compassion is what's happening right now. Okay? And this higher heart opening is being open to receiving. So you are definitely could be, and your divine masculine emperor is healing their heart at this time, having compassion for yourself, having compassion for others, having compassion for them, and putting compassion in the situation. You can see all these little pink hearts. They are like a flower. So you could be seeing a lot of pink flowers as too. It's about compassion. Yeah, 8-8, path of least resistance. Choose ease and grace, yes. And you see the butterflies all on the side, this transformation. And it looks like this window. It's like 2 windows, like a portal. picking the one, and it's this black and white, I don't know what it would be, but you can see the other animals in the background, picking the portal or the path going of least resistance. And this transformation with the sun up. 8-8 is infinite abundance. You're choosing ease and grace, making things easier for yourself. Divine Feminine, taking breaks with some things that you need to get done and not allowing it to drain you, not allowing things or people, places, and things to drain you, but you're choosing ease and grace. You could be creating that, creating an easier way to do things or to get things done at this time. Making life easier for yourself, not, a lot of that manifestations coming in this infinite abundance. Yeah. Also flew out the deck. 4-4. You could be seeing 4-4 twin flame facilitator. Whatever the facilitator is, could be a person, place, or thing. Could be soulmates. They don't have to be romantic soulmates, but they're helping you with this expansive growth. So you are definitely going through this expansive growth at this time. And there I know are mini portals. We have the 6-6 portal next Friday. And this is going to be really a very powerful, important portal. And this is also going to be a major milestone. I know this year, for a lot of us, have been quite challenging. Because we are ending cycles, stepping out of our comfort zone. Because when we hit the year of the wood horse, which is a 10-10 year, everything will be completed. Okay? It will be at that point, most of you all will be in union by then. I don't know who needs to hear this. Everything happens in divine timing. Every little thing happens. Every manifestation happens on divine timing. And this journey, yeah. Wow. And I just said 6-6 portal, the bottom of the deck. Integration. Multi-dimensional healing happening at this time. So it's like, we have here a lot of pink, a lot of purple. Purple is about healing. Pink is about compassion and love, unconditional love. You are going through this multi-dimensional healing, and you may be feeling exhausted and the need to rest. And resting is self-care and self-love because you are integrating all this energy at this time. And by the 6-6 portal, you will have fully integrated everything with this rebirth energy by next Friday, or within that weekend. You will be feeling this renewed motivation, this renewed sense of getting things done. You may be getting things done in a different way. I've been having a lot to move off my plate. And it was interesting because, and I will share this, after my father's passed away now, it's 5 years, I have to sell his home that I live in. And I've been out in nature a lot, twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, to keep myself in the present moment. Because when we go into fear, it's when we start thinking about the future and the what ifs. So allowing this all to integrate at this time is really super important and crucial. And I said to myself, and I got interviewed a week ago for this job position, and I kept saying, how am I going to work this job and move out of state or area, which is a bit long distance, but that was a sign to surrender the situation. So that's what I've been experiencing. So we're all going through this integration right now. So definitely give back to yourself, fill up your own cup and rest, rejuvenate, allowing all this healing to this deep inner healing to take place, allowing all these changes to take place, and everything is going to happen. Okay, and just always affirm that everything happens better than planned. Everything is working out for me. So these are the cards that came out from this deck. And with the Kundalini rising, of course, I go to put the, yeah, there's one more message, 9-9. The Kundalini is rising, accessing the unified field, sacred sexuality. With that is creativity, your life force energy. And when the Kundalini rises, you are alchemizing all the lower energies, bringing that energy back to you, bringing down energetic walls. It's also you're also protecting your energies with this. And I know with that word in there, some of you may be like, wait, what? How does that have anything to do? But it does. And you could see how this is like the chakra system. And I'm trying to, yeah, I'm looking at this card and it looks like two shapes of a heart. But this is radiating out. So accessing the unified field is what's coming through. So let us get, yeah, the bottom of the deck. You think that's the last message, but no, they always have more, right? 1-1, and you could be seeing 1-1, 1-11, 11-11, acknowledge, taking responsibility for yourself. And you see here, there's about like 6 keys. Opening those doors, acknowledging and honoring your feelings, whatever is being coming up to be released, taking responsibility for it. You could be getting answers. Your higher self is telling you why things have happened the way they've happened. You're looking back and being proud of yourself of how far you've come. You're also looking back and everything from that in the beginning, when you were activated on this journey, when you came into soul recognition, the dark night of the soul that you have been all coming out of, and myself, was definitely not the same dark night of the soul when you were activated on this journey, where you were rolling on the floor in pain, wanting to die 1,000 deaths. And definitely not. It was a different type when we go through ego death. So taking responsibility for ourselves, our feelings, honoring them, and letting them go. When we take responsibility for our feelings, we are letting go of the past. Forgive yourself as needed. Okay? And a lot of you have, we all went through some type of abandonment wounds. And forgiving ourselves for abandoning ourselves. It's because we abandoned ourselves. We neglected ourselves. I'm going to be pulling a message or some messages from the Talisman Oracle. I had to wait. Maybe everything happens for a reason to do this reading, because maybe I had to wait for the processing of this moon. But and definitely you're going through the moon cycles not the same way as last year. So let's see what is happening. Channel, what does this message want to say? Let's see what is coming up with this. With the Talisman Oracle and see what's here. Ooh, this one wanted to come out. Ooh, yes. What did I say? Change. The chameleon. Change is happening. This is what's happening. There is a change. What type of change? You are feeling this in the energy. You could be feeling something definitely is changing. You may have to go deep within to find out what's changing. Well, guess what? It's everything that's changing, yeah. 3 cards just came out and flew out off the bottom of the deck. Willpower, yeah. You're having this willpower to change everything within you. Your Emperor is having this willpower to change. You are finding the strength to change and to go with the changes that are happening in your life. Yes, wow, courage, the lion. The willpower this is the bull. So we have change, willpower, and courage, and yes, eternal charisma. And this is what's happening. You are Finding the courage and the willpower to change, and this eternal charisma is your light shining bright. Stepping forward, stepping up to lead, stepping into your mission. You are probably at this time going deeper and deeper within your mission, whatever you're called to do. Wow, this is a beautiful message that's happening, yeah. And creativity, bottom of the deck. Creating everything. Creating a different way of doing things. Creating an easier way to get things done. Creating things in your business. Creating different ways or ideas at work. Creativity, yeah, because we had that card from the Twin Flame Ascension Oracle. The sacred sexuality, the Kundalini rising, having that creativity. Creating things with, maybe tapping into your inner child. What can you create? And if you're not sure what, you can always ask your higher self to ask your inner child, what do you want to create? Yeah, protection. We're always protected on this journey. You are protected. So this has come out, the energy with this protection. Everybody or anybody who has fallen away, people, places, and things. People that have done you wrong. People that have done this to you, that to you. As you moved out of that victimhood, you are always protected. But just know and trust, those people are receiving their karma. They have a karmic debt to pay, just like you did. And they have a choice. Either they want to move forward on their journey and move toward the light, or if they want to stay stuck and stagnant behind in the 3D world, they will. Because they're not going to last here on this earth. And I'm going to be honest. And I've been seeing signs of situations and people, and it's not necessarily mine, receiving karma. And we are always protected from others' karma. Okay? So if people just fell off for whatever reason, you all stopped talking and that's just the way it happened and it wasn't a fight, usually someone that's karmic will try and kick and scream and try and fight when you close out a cycle and slam that door shut. They will try to pry it open because their karma has been coming to them and it hasn't stopped. And Judgment Day is here. Okay? You are here receiving blessings. And their karma is to see you change, you glow up, you blow up, and everything happening for you. So you are being protected from that karma. Again, if people are falling away, or things are falling away, or situations or places, it's because you're being protected from it. So that's really an important message that they were really wanting me to get out there to you, because I was talking to a friend yesterday, but I had to get off the phone with her because the energy was starting to get very toxic and repelling. And it had to do with her sister receiving karma. And it's about traffic tickets and those kind of things. And I was like, well, I already knew it was karma. So, let us get some messages and if a couple of cards or whatever wants to come out of the Moonology manifestation deck, because this new moon in Gemini is about manifesting. Let's see what wants to come out. We got 4 more decks to go. And everything is timeless. Time is an illusion. So let us see what this new moon in Gemini is now bringing. Since the peak of the full moon, peak of the new moon is happening. I'm rushing time away. I keep saying full moon for a reason. Was Wednesday. Was hump day. Okay, so yeah. Last quarter moon in Virgo. You're attending to the details. This came out before to attend to the details. So this is one of the reasons why you could be in silence at this time. You will have to attend to details of whatever it is. And this also came out the desk. Practice gratitude continuously. The last quarter moon in Sagittarius. The more gratitude we practice, the more the universe is going to bring. Practice gratitude for everything. As soon as you wake up in the morning, did you wake up today? Yes. So being in gratitude for just that is just going to bring you more things to be in gratitude for, especially miracles coming. And first quarter moon in Leo, be humble. Yeah. So you will probably be wanting to be in this silent mode at least till the 31st of May, which is Sunday. And that's okay. Being humble to yourself, being humble, being in peace, being in harmony, being in balance. So we have a lot of fire energy here. We have Sagittarius and Leo energy. And we have Virgo energy. And interesting, Virgo comes right after Leo. But attending to the details, staying grounded, going out in nature. Now is not the time to miss out on certain things or to forget. That's also saying write things down, especially important things, and practice gratitude, being humble. You may need to be humble and be quiet. Outside distractions may not serve you during this time. Yeah, wow. Bottom of the deck, last quarter moon in Scorpio. You may want to go near water. Look how still this water is. Revealing what needs to be seen, yes. This is about speaking your authentic, honest truth without a false mask. Those have been dissolved a long time ago. And one of these things, and this is Scorpio energy, you could be triggering lots of people around you. And you being honest, your energy could trigger them. And Scorpio is about digging deeper emotionally. So people could be triggered and they could be reacting, okay, and projecting. And I experienced the other day in one of the stores on Wednesday. And I didn't respond. You're not going to respond to them. But there's a reason for this when they react or project, or when you trigger them, because something is coming up to be healed within them. They don't recognize it, but you being the spiritual leader of light, this is part of your mission. You are going to trigger others. As an Empress, a divine feminine, and as a healer, you are going to trigger people of what they need to heal. And because you go deeper and you're revealing what needs to be seen. Okay? So these are the messages from this deck that wanted to come out. So you could be doing a lot of triggering. Even your Divine Masculine and Emperor is going to be triggering people as well. It is mirrored. So we're going to get another deck, the Divine Masculine and Silence, from the beautiful Liz Harrison from Guided by Angels. And let's see what is going on in the silence. But also just remember, it is a masculine deck, but this is the type, what's happening in silence that is being mirrored back to you. So I know many of you may want to be in silence, and today I'm going to be very honest. Unless it's necessary, I am not picking up phone calls, my dears. I'm in no mood for them. If they're not important, I don't want to know. If they could wait. Ooh, 3 cards just flew out off the top. Yep, I'm waiting for the right time. So this is the energy. Your Emperor is waiting for the right time for this communication and to reach out. And when they reach out, yeah, I am so sorry. I am sorry I didn't reach out sooner. I am sorry for everything that has happened. I am sorry for my silence. I'm sorry for running from this connection. I am sorry. Things in the past went the way they were, but this is also some type of guilt that's coming up, but they need to let go of this guilt and this silence. But apologies are also coming at this time. Yeah. I am struggling to cope with the pressure. So there's a lot of pressure going on around. It could be definitely a lot of chaos you're feeling at this time. They're going through this change. If they are still or been with a karmic partner, This is coping with the pressure with that, of that ending. It could also be they may not be, or they could be ending other different types of karmic situations, such as family or friends or co-workers or a job. But there's a lot of pressure happening right at this time. You could be feeling pressures in the back of your head, the front of your head, the side of your head. You could be feeling this in your third eye chakra. They could be feeling it because they know what's going on. So they're having to be silent at this time because they are coping with this pressure. Yeah, okay, everything is triggering me. Well, yes, and I just mentioned about trigger. So things are being triggered within them that is coming up to be healed. You could be triggered, Divine Feminine, at this time, and then they are being triggered. It could be mirrored triggering, but things are being triggered to release things that are no longer serving them. That's what a trigger happens. When you work through triggers, you are releasing the things, you are healing and releasing everything and anything that is no longer serving you. Wow, powerful messages came out of that one. Okay, let's see what the silence. And you know, when you start hearing music, they're in silence and they're sending you messages through music. Yeah, let's see what kind of messages are coming from the messages through music. Intuitive Oracle from beautiful Liz from Guided by Angels. Let's see, and I know there's probably, I've been hearing music also, but I don't have a radio always, but I still hear them, you know, other ways. And sometimes what this is also saying, you may be healing the same, not healing, and I just said healing for a reason, yeah, because you are healing, but you are hearing messages from repetitive songs that specifically are happening with your journey, your masculine ascendant to, ooh, there was a bunch of cards that just flew out by themselves. So these are the messages. At times, it will feel like nobody understands and that no other human being gets what you are going through or has felt this kind of pain. The angels want you to know that you are not alone and that you are understood. The pain will pass and the miracles will come. You are loved and safe. You are watched over by angels. Absolutely. You are loved and safe, and you are safe in the present moment. They hear your messages. They hear your prayers. And just know and trust you will be moving past whatever pain you are going through. It could be physical pain, could be emotional pain. They are haunting you. They are not a ghost. So if you've awoken to this journey or new to it, they are not haunting you. They are haunting you. They are not a ghost. They are very real, and so is their love for you. You can feel them with you, even if you can't see your twin flame. You can always feel them, and this works both ways. You may feel like they are right beside you, especially if you fall asleep at night. They are energetically stroking your face and hair and whispering to you, don't cry, our love will never die. So some of you may be feeling that, you know, sometimes when you go into ego consciousness or slip into ego, that you may feel like this is done and gone forever. No, this is not. This is a reminder. They are always with you because you are one energy, you are one soul. So you could be soothing yourself at this time. So if you're soothing yourself, they are soothing you. Whatever is happening or whatever you're going through. This is a time of change, and change came up again. And it may feel scary as you move into unknown territory. Fear of the unknown is being released at this time. Trust that your journey is being divinely guided and protected. Be brave and move forward fearlessly, embracing any risk that you may need to take along the way. You are safe. Always reaffirm that you are safe. Take 3 deep breaths, either through the nose or through the mouth, and affirm you are safe. Big changes are happening in both of your 3D worlds, and you are being asked to trust that you are safe and that everything is happening for a divine reason to move where you are meant to be. The number 555 is being shown to you as a reassurance from heaven that all is well. Many of you could be seeing, and it's 655 here, believe it or not. That still counts. You could be seeing lots of 555s because now all the changes that have been taking place in the 5D is now manifesting. These changes are taking place in the physical, one by one. And it is normal to be feeling this, of this fear coming up to be released as you moving now out of your comfort zone of what was into unknown territory. Things that need to be changed also in the physical. There's quite a few, there's some cards that came out of this deck. You both came into the physical world to assist each other's soul growth and to assist the healing of the world. This is an important message to remind you, you both have a mission on this earth. So when communication and reunion or union taking place, you are going to be reminded as a divine power couple. You are here to heal the world. You are seeing currently all the chaos that's happening all over the place. And it's very important to obviously pay attention to what's going in the community, on in your community. These changes you are seeing on a very deep level, people are being resistant to change. And change is taking place. And it's out of fear. Okay? Things are collapsing. The old is collapsing. And even with here on this side of the U.S. on the Eastern Seaboard, but it's the country all worldwide, even if you're not from the U.S., there's a lot of changes taking place. Yes, we are going through a very odd, strange economic crisis. We are going through a real estate situation in crisis. And there is also what I could tell you in my community, people are getting angrier and angrier. And one of the things is the inflation hasn't stopped here. So, and I'm just going to say it very, very honestly, it's because the government is stealing the people's money in any legal way possible. And people are going into a lack mentality. People are going into fear mode. People are going into debt and all this kind of craziness. But there is more than enough money for everyone. And your abundance is coming through. It's happening. It's happening in divine timing, your abundance. Your abundance is coming through. Your 10 of Pentacles. The universe, of course, is not going to give you more than what you can handle. But there are wounds being released with that as well. Yeah. Feeling lovesick is a form of ascension. You may feel physically unwell as you go through a period of high ascension, and all of us are going through this period on this rebirth of high ascension. Ask Archangel Raphael to ease you through the process quickly so you return to full health. So many of you could be going through a lot of physical symptoms, such as myself. You could be going through exhaustion, physical body heaviness. Definitely comment below what you are going through physically. I've been going through extensive right knee pain, and it's slowly been getting better, but it is ascension related. So I'm having trouble walking sometimes. Miracles are happening in your connection. Archangel Gabriel is bringing in good news. Magic is happening, and you will feel excited at this time. Something is growing and a rebirth, and we've been talking about this rebirth is about to occur. You're feeling this rebirth energetically. Some of these things that you are manifesting, it is actually coming into fruition in the 3D in this rebirth. You will be feeling creative, express your creative talents, and they will be successful at this time. Good news is on the way. Be getting good news for lots of things. Yeah. Your twin flame is hooked. Keep being you. They are hooked on you and love the real you. Keep loving on yourself. Keep loving the real you. And keep being you. Because you are magnetizing everything in. And on this journey, we manifest by magnetizing. You can hear each other's vibration. You will be experiencing ringing or burning in the ears as your ear chakra is adjusting. So you could start getting a ringing or buzzing in the ears, burning in the ears. Your ear chakras are going to be going through an upgrade. Your twin flame can hear you calling their name, and they want you to know that they're thinking of you and responding. Even if, at this point, many of you are in the surrender stage, and you already know that your Emperor Divine Masculine hears everything you say. You are the same energy. You are the same soul. And they hear you calling their name, even if you're not physically saying it aloud. They hear you. So last but not least, I know this will be a long one. We are going to get some cards from the Journey to Union Oracle from beautiful Liz from Guided by Angels. And we're going to get some messages from the Twin Flames and Union Oracle from Liz from Guided by Angels. Because one of the reasons why I was guided to pull that deck out is because when we manifest, we have to embody everything, see, feel, or imagine that it is already happening in the now. And that it is finally happening, to reaffirm finally. And including this communication, yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't even shuffle yet. The bottom of the split. Chaos creates the way, and I just talked about chaos and a move. Your Emperor could be moving toward, it's a move toward you that's happening with this chaos creating the way. You could be planning a move to where you're currently living, or moving out of a job, moving out of somewhere, moving away from people. You could be moving away from people, places, and things, but chaos is creating the way. And you're learning to go with the flow with the chaos. And many of you, the chaos out there is not even bothering you. Yeah, you can't. You know it's creating the way. Your soul knows. Let's see what messages are going to come out. Let's see what messages are going to come out. Wow. Angels are assisting. Wow. And they are. You feel this. You can call them anytime. They will be assisting even further. And there's one other card that wanted to come out. God, wow. This is powerful. This just gave me angel bumps. God never closes a door without opening a window. Whoa. This is about closing cycles. You could be seeing 9s, 99, 999. Yeah. The angels are assisting with this. The angels are assisting with closing these doors and opening windows. Always know and trust that something better comes along. They know what's good for you. They know what's best, whatever you prayed for, manifested, or asked for. They're closing doors, and they're bringing in things to helping you manifest with open windows, and it is going to be much better than planned or expected. And this includes divine timing. So yeah, angels are assisting with this communication. Angels are assisting with everything. Wow. Let's see if there's one more message from it. Wow, bottom of the deck, this card came out, a move. And yes, there is a move happening. The Emperor and Masculine are moving towards you. You, again, like I said, you could be planning a move. This move could be about you both picking a home together, letting the old go. Yeah, the passion is real and intense. Is intense and real, absolutely. You are feeling this intense passion, and it is real, and the Kundalini rising. Wow, these are the messages that are coming from this deck. Last one. Let's get some messages from the Twin Flames and Union Oracle. This is interesting. I've had a lot of rubber bands snap around a lot of the Divine Masculine decks, and that was a sign that they are breaking free from this Page of Swords, or from the prison they feel like they're in. That was a sign the angels were telling me the Masculine, the Emperor, was breaking free. And you're breaking free too. Let's see what else wants to come through. Yeah, bottom of the deck. I love that we like the same things. So that's the overall message here. You both like the same things. You're going to find that very soon in the physical 3D. But you also feel this in the 5D, yeah. And I love that you love me for who I am. This is really important. It's because you love you for who you are. When you love you for who you are and respect yourself and fill up your own cup, they are loving you back. Because you love you for who you are. Wow. Let's get a message. Let's see if there were any final messages with this deck, my loves. Ooh, 2 of them, yeah. You make me so happy. Yes, happiness is an inside job. You're making yourself happy. And I love the way that you defend my honor. You always have, Empress. You did from day one. You did from the beginning of time. And they are defending your honor. They are protecting you. So you could be feeling that not just the angels, your spirit team and guides are protecting you always, because this journey is protected. But on the 5D, your Emperor, Divine Masculine, are defending your honor and are protecting you. These are the messages for you, your journey, and for your Emperor for this week. I hope you all have a beautiful, magical weekend. Remember all to self-care, to get rest, stay hydrated, don't rush into things, fill up your own cup when you need to, continue to, give that love back to yourself. Just know and trust that I know with the sleepless nights, they can get tough. I have been there. I was there today and another night. And I know sometimes we all can get frustrated with this journey. And especially when we have a lot of things on our plate, we're trying to concentrate, move things off, and to close these cycles. All of a sudden, this rush of energy, because you're pulling all this energy back to yourself, and you're doing what you can get done. And it's part of the surrender and detachment stage. They'll come rushing in, and all of a sudden, something becomes a roller coaster for a moment. And I get it, and I know it can get frustrating. I know you could be getting annoyed with them. But just know and trust you will get through that. Continue to set boundaries, but still do rest. Still, nurture yourself and fill up your own cup. Do the little things that you enjoy. Connect with your inner child when you feel the need to and when you can. You can always ask your inner child if you're having a tough or challenging situation. Ask your inner child, what can I do for you today? Or ask your one inner child, well, what is it that we need or that you need? So, have a beautiful, magical weekend, all. Have a fabulous Friday. I am sending you all lots of love. If you would like a personal reading or any of my other services, please check the description box below. You can email me at Robbie's Fire Pit of Magic, which this email will change, Robbie's Fire Pit of Magic 474@gmail.com. The email will be changing to match the channel name. So, sending you all lots of love, strength, and prosperity and abundance. Have a beautiful, magical weekend.